Beginning of the day, looks like the SPY made a rally and it sold off and then went up and then down and then up. But each new high was lower than the previous one, so it's a descending triangle. I'm predicting SPY should be dropping here. VIX is still pretty much going sideways. Year to date, the VIX yellow line is about to cross the purple line. Not exactly sure. There's a lot of shorting on the VIX today. Today I also saw a huge amount of unusual options activity on SPY. A lot of these options don't make a whole lot of sense, but I can correlate them with pretty much what happened today. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for you. It's kind of loading a little slow. Alright, there it is. So just taking a look at what we have here, from the SPY's point of view, there's a bunch of deep in the money SPY calls. So what I feel like happened was the institutions were buying the SPY and buying the calls and exercising them because they're much cheaper, and they're just hoping for a slight move in the SPY so they can make money without actually buying SPY or buying S&P 500 companies and pumping the market up. Same thing here, a large amount of people buying 280 deep in the monies. You can see they're very, very expensive. 290s deep in the money, 305s deep in the money, 275s deep in the money, 285s deep in the money, 250s deep in the money, 300s deep in the money, 270s deep in the money, 299s, 296. There's a ton of deep in the money calls, and you can see the underlinings are really high. So I'm assuming what they did is they bought deep in the money, hoping that the SPY would go up just a little bit, and then they'd be able to exercise all the contracts and make a little bit of money. And that's pretty much what I think happened, just because they wanted to hide the fact that they were buying up the SPY. They didn't want to actually, like, let's say if you're looking at the year to date, they didn't want to actually buy the actual SPY stocks or the S&P 500, just because if they did, they would be pushing the SPY to newer highs. So what they did, rather than causing the market to go up and inducing a lot of volatility, they exercised their contracts so they can get the SPY to move up and down, and they can make money secretly without people knowing that the SPY is going up or the SPY is going down. Overall, the yellow line is still above the purple line. It looks like it's still slightly going up. Depending on the amount of COVID cases and whatever else happens, then the SPY could have a sell-off. But as far as what I see, there's a descending triangle where it went down, up, down, up, down, up, and each up is lower than the previous up. VIX has gone sideways, so there's a good chance that it will rally. A bunch of red dots here, and combining all that with what I see as far as the market depth, I can see for the VIX there was a lot of, I guess it's not showing the depth now, but there was a lot of people limit selling right around 37.92. So you can see the VIX is way below that. So if they're not going to sell until it goes 37.92, we're going to see the VIX probably rally until it gets to that point before they actually sell. So I'm assuming that they're expecting a huge spike in the VIX, and so combining that with the options activity, pretty much only institutions have the power to buy that many SPY contracts that are deep in the money. So I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to make SPY go up a little bit, and there's a really good chance the SPY is probably pretty close to crashing. So that's my take on it. I ended up buying VIX calls today. I bought them a little early, thinking the volatility was actually going to happen a lot sooner. I bought them, I bought them right around here. So I bought them on open, and VIX went down and then went up. And I could have sold, well, I bought the 38, so I actually bought like right around here. 37.39, and it went up to there, and then after that it just went down. But overall, the VIX hasn't really went down too far from this support line, which is drawn on the Fibonacci. So there's a good chance of retracement combining all these together that the VIX could go up really, really high. So that's what I have right now. But nonetheless, the market's really, really choppy. It's really hard to trade in this market with a small account without consistently day trading on the ups and downs. One thing I need to work on with my options contracts is my timing. My timing was off today, and I think that's pretty much, it's probably caused by over trading and focusing on trying to make these quick wins. I feel like if I look more fundamentally and looking at more technical indicators and just understanding the way the market's moving, it probably could prevent myself from doing a lot of over trading. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.